Hi, this is Flo. Someone has asked whether you can cut a bigger square than the 11.5 inches on the 12 by 12 mat. Now, no, you can't. But what you can do is, if you've got an image that can be rotated, and here I've got the B image that comes up fairly quickly when we're importing images. Now I've changed the B to a blue because I don't like working on black screens, and that's when I go to the next screen. Now I've made this image 12.704, and the reason I've done that is because, as you see in the background here, I have got a template. Now if you go into templates, you can pick your templates, and this will give you templates of all shapes and sizes. I frequently work on the basic canvas templates. Then when they come in, it tells you that they're only for reference. That's fine. I don't mind them only being for reference. You can choose a colour. So here, instead of just being an outline, it says that it's a rectangle or a square. It fits the 12 by 12 cutting mat, and it allows you to have a colour. Now it's nice to be able to have a colour on the area, mainly because then instead of trying to figure out which lines I'm working on, I don't have to. Now I've imported the B, as you saw, and this little B I've now made 12.7 inches. Now he's not going to fit on the mat that way. He would fit on a long mat if we put him up and down. We could just simply do that. But someone was saying they didn't have a long mat. So if this is the type of thing that you want to do, we can turn him round, and I worked out that by making him rotate, I've got him rotated the wrong way, but anyway, we'll rotate him at 37.75, and when I rotate him 37.75, rotate it the other way now, or we could do it, we can actually make him, although he was 12.5 inches to start with, you can see now he measures 11.491 by 11.509. Now we could possibly change the 509. Let's see whether, because it's only 0.001, which sometimes it'll let you get away with and sometimes it won't, it's going to say, no, we're not going to let you get away with that. But you can see here that it comes down, and even eyeballing this, you'll see that it's just slightly further down. Now we can play around with it on the screen. This is our preview to the cutting screen, and I'm going to say OK to this up here and say, well, yes, I'm going to use a long mat. But in here it gives you the option of rotating, and I'm going to rotate it a bit more. Now again, you can see that it changes just a fraction. Now if we move this around and up and down, you can see how this is coming up. Now once you've used your mat for a wee while, you'll find that that little 1/4 inch line becomes something that you can actually see on your mat, because I've cut on my mat for quite a long time, and so I know where to put it. So you can adjust your paper down a little bit, maybe not to the exact 1/4 inch, but just a fraction further up from it. Make sure it's well stuck down. Give it a roll with your brayer, or make sure that you've put it on with your hands and smoothed it out really hard, and then look at where it comes to, and you will probably be able to get this out on a 12 by 12 mat and a 12-inch piece of paper. So just remember that sometimes you've got options that you didn't actually know were there. So when you rotate on your mat, if you're going to do things like this and then it comes down, you see we're right down at 12 inches. We'd still probably be able to sneak that in if we were lucky. But if you want to make it, use your ability in the cut screen or in the edit screen for your cutting to do things like that. Remember also that the three little dots on this side give you an option to hide something that you can select or move to another mat. And if you want to move this one to another mat, it will say select the mat or the material colour, and it gives you the option whether to stay on the same colour or change the new mat to a pink one or a green one or a blue one, and it will change it for you. So be aware that there are little tips and tricks that you can do like that, and I hope this helps someone just trying to get that little bit extra half inch out of the mat. Thank you for watching.